Peeps, and welcome back to Jazz's Angel Number Tarot. It is a different vibe over here because we are connecting to the sign of Libra for your sun, moon, rising, and Venus placements wherever you have Libra in your chart. Before we get started, okay, DM my Instagram in the description below if you'd like a private tarot reading. You can ask whatever question you want for your reading. Like this video, please subscribe to my channel, and comment below what video you want to see next. So let's just get right into it, Libra. What do you guys have going on this week, during this time, whenever you are guided to watch this video? What do you guys have going on during this time? Let's see. What's going on for Libra? What's going on for Libra? Okay. All right, so we have fairy spotting, friendship, and hidden depths. So let's see what this is all about. Hidden depths, fairy spotting, and friendship. Let's start with friendship. Why not? So friendship, at the bottom of this one, it says, fairies and humans alike need friends. Now is the time to go and seek out who will support you and encourage you on your journey to fulfill your dreams. So, you know, guys, in terms of friendships, this is not the only time just to, you know, go out and make new friends, but to also analyze your friendships that you currently have and make sure that they're supporting you on your goals, you know, make sure that they're people of higher vibration that can help you get towards, you know, where you want to be. Or are your friendships, you know, people who are a part of a different timeline who did serve you, but at an earlier point in your life? It's just time to analyze that and to, at least at the bare minimum, take note of, you know, what is this person's purpose in my life? Were they in my life to serve me at a later date, but not so much, you know, now, or, you know, vice versa? Fairy spotting. At the bottom of this one, it says it's time to go fairy spotting. It said that seeing is believing, but in fact, the opposite is true. Believing is seeing. So, you know, with fairy spotting, these cards are based around, you know, fairies and very magical type of entities, deities, things like that. But really, fairy spotting is about, like for me, for example, I watched the Beyonce Homecoming documentary on Netflix for like the 5th time in my life, and after I watch it, I always feel so inspired. I immediately cried like 2 minutes in because it's just such a bigger thing and inspiring. But the point is, it's time to look to something or someone for inspiration to kind of re-kickstart, you know, your getting to whatever it is that's important to you, whether it be getting to the bag, getting some more coin, whether it be, you know, bringing love into your life, or just understanding yourself better, figuring out your life purpose. It's time to, you know, look for inspiration, spot a fairy, take some notes, and, you know, watch an inspiring documentary, or, you know, go research someone who's made the type of impact in their life that you want to make in your own life. It's time to see it, you know, so that they can help you believe that it, you know, is something that can happen for you. All right, and then we have hidden depths. Hidden depths. At the bottom of this one, something hidden is about to come to light, perhaps a secret or a memory that's at the back of your mind. When we expose what's hidden, we can become free. So Libra, yeah, I'm definitely getting an energy that something is about to be revealed, but I honestly see you guys revealing it yourself. And I just think it's a time for analyzation, you know, really with the friendship and fairy spotting, those really go hand in hand, and you're gonna have to explore some hidden depths, you know, to bring some of this to light. If you can't admit to yourself, or if people can't admit to themselves that, you know, they have different things that need to be worked on. And listen, when you analyze your friendships and things like that, it doesn't, you know, mean you have to let anyone go. It's just, you know, you kind of maybe need to reanalyze, okay, this person is serving what purpose in my life? Well, if the answer is just flat out nothing, well, okay, you may want to let someone go. But, you know, maybe you reanalyze the type of friendship you have. Instead of we hang out every day friends, maybe I see you once a week friend, you know, more of a, okay, this was just turned, this was just turned around and all of the other cards aren't, so I will take it. But reanalyzing, you know, how people are serving us, and this is for relationships as well. So let's keep going. Oop, I just dropped some. All right. and the Ten of Swords. You know, honestly, I'm not even getting a bad vibe at all from the Ten of Swords. I'm getting that this is cycle completion for you guys, and you guys are almost on a different timeline here if you accept the timeline. So we have the Empress in reverse, the King of Wands, and the Ten of Swords. So this is what I see, Libra. I see that you've been through some things, but you're maybe ready to move beyond it. You're ready to transmute that energy, transform the negative into a positive, whatever way you want to look at it. But it's like you've been through some things, absolutely, but you're ready to move past that, Libra. But I see you guys getting in your own way a little bit, just because I don't see you guys wanting to do these analyzations, which makes total sense. You know, a lot of people think, oh, Libras are just all about balance and they're always the balanced person. But Libras, when they're unbalanced, they feel it more than anyone. So trust, you guys have been through some things and they may have impacted you harder than they would someone else. But you guys also are struggling at this time, or, you know, tend to, whatever, take it as it resonates, to analyze, okay, what do I need to do from here so I can get on the other end of this and bring some balance back into this life. So I have the King of Wands here, and it's like you guys are definitely going to have to take more of a logical stance on this one. And Libra is all about balancing that masculine and feminine energy, so the logistics with the emotion. But I see you guys may be a little bit more involved in the emotional side of things right now, and it's just definitely time for some analyzation. Time to switch things up, Libra. So let's keep going. Let's see what's going down in terms of love for you guys. Pull from my romance deck here. Okay. We have time for a change. Okay, not surprised to see that come up. Let's see what else we get. We have a long-term relationship that flipped around. Let's see. We get one more that wants to jump out. Okay, cool. All right, so we have out of the blue, long-term relationship, and time for a change. You know, honestly, I'm getting two different messages for you guys, Libra, and it depends on really just what you have going on in your life. I think you guys are definitely ready for change. Again, the number 10 represents, you know, cycle completion, at least for me as an angel number. 1010, cycle completion. Things are really kind of wrapping up, and it is time for a change, and you're honestly ready for a change. You're ready for growth. You're ready for expansion, Libra. And I think some of you guys may be wanting a long-term relationship, and you're kind of like, okay, but when is it coming? Like, when is it coming? Well, for some of you, the message is literally just to be patient, because it's going to come out of the blue. But some of you guys are still experiencing pain from a long-term relationship that you kind of maybe keep allowing to pop up out of the blue. Someone feels like they have pull with you guys. Someone feels like they can enter the scene whenever they kind of want. And it's really an important time for you guys, Libra, to, you know, make sure you set some boundaries. Make sure you allow this person to know, listen, I don't mind you coming back into my life, but you're only going to come back into my life if you're here to stay, not temporary. You can't just walk in and out. And when I'm serving you, when I'm benefiting you, you know, you want to be all around, but you know, when I'm not serving you or benefiting you, you're gone. You know, you're ghost. This is about someone that, you know, you've had a long-term relationship with, but they keep kind of reappearing. They keep coming up, but you're kind of allowing them to, in a way, Libra. So definitely take that as it resonates. How do you know how it resonates? Well, it'll resonate. It'll be in alignment with what you're going through. But some of you guys are just waiting for this change again to happen. The universe is letting you know it's gonna come out of the blue, and it is gonna be the long-term relationship that you've been waiting for. But just allow it to manifest. Things are moving and shaking. Things are moving and shaking in the background, so just kind of allow them to materialize into your reality. So let's keep going. Okay. Oh, we got one that fell. Okay. All right, so we have truth be told, co-create, and time to go. Truth be told, co-create, and time to go. There you are. those are the cards. Yeah, guys, you know, cycle completion is about ending chapters, and it doesn't necessarily mean that you're walking away from someone, but it definitely includes walking away from something or walking away from an older version of yourself. I think it's time to be inspired, Libra. I think really that's the only barrier between what you have and what you want, is being able to see that it's possible. Once you guys see that it's possible, you can no longer feel like it's impossible. You can no longer, you know, find comfort in admitting that you'll never get it, you know, because once you see someone else do it, it's like, I know it's possible, especially if there's multiple people that can do it, you know. Co-create. Just like I was saying, you know, it didn't have to be the Beyonce documentary. I just personally really love that Coachella show, so I love to watch that documentary. But there's, you know, a million, you know, people that do a lot of hard work and present their own shows for huge audiences. She's not the only one that I can find inspiration in. So even if there's someone who's really excelling, you can still have a piece of that pie. It's just really time to co-create with the universe. Allow the universe to support you. Go after your dreams. Go after, you know, especially if you guys haven't decided what it is that you want to do, because that's a little bit of the truth be told energy as well. There definitely needs to be balance. You have to know what you want to do to some degree. Maybe it's time this week, Libra, or during this time, to put pen to paper. Putting pen to paper holds a vibration, okay? I always suggest it because it's been such a magical thing for me in the past year. Putting pen to paper has brought me some of my biggest, you know, some of the things that I just never thought I would have. I've gotten from literally just writing down what it is that I want, etc. Anyways, the point is putting pen to paper, you know, writing down, what do you think you're capable of? What do you think holds you back? What do you want in your future? What are you good at? What do you enjoy? Is there a way that you can make that, you know, make you happy? Is there a way you can integrate what you already like into your life purpose? Can you turn it up a notch and make you money? You know, it's kind of just like time to really kind of assess. Usually I don't take these many cards, but I'm just gonna do it for today. Why not? So we have community and opportunity. This is literally what we were just talking about before. You guys, you're in a very potent energy, Libra. You're in a very potent energy. The universe is really standing behind you. And if you're going to explore these hidden depths, if you're going to reveal some things about yourself, about your journey, you know, and bring them to the light, we can really make a lot of progress here. We have the opportunity card. The universe is in full support of you. So whatever you do, how much ever energy you put into this, the universe is going to match you tenfold. I can just sense it. And then we have community. I'm not surprised that we got this at all, especially because we have the friendship card. Community is very important. This may also be about moving. I remember a few weeks ago, I was actually talking to a Libra that I know about how I felt like, you know, moving for them could bring them closer to their life purpose. Whether or not they do it really has nothing to do with me, but the point is, with this community card, I'm sensing, Libra, that's a theme for you guys right now. That's a theme for you guys as a collective. Changing your community, literally like the place that you grew up in, changing, you know, your physical surroundings, changing your community, the people you depend on, you know, the friends that have access to you, and changing your environment could totally really create some change in your life. So honestly, I feel like this is a pivotal point for you, Libra. It's time to get serious about what your life purpose is and where you want to go from here. I don't even feel like we're stagnant. I don't feel like, oh, we're just in a stagnant energy, it's a bit boring. I feel like you guys are about to restart a karmic cycle that you've already completed, and it's about to be reopened because you're not making a move towards a new one. We've got to consistently kind of make new goals, etc., have new things to work on to feel fulfilled. So we have solitude, wonders, and pleasure. Yeah, and this is solitude for all the right reasons. It's so funny, I was just talking to someone about this, but it's solitude for the purpose of not just being alone, but to have some alone time with yourself, so you can specifically write down what it is that you think, you feel, what you want, how you're going to get it, to make a plan. Solitude for that purpose, to get to, you know, go towards the wonders of the world and what the world has for you to offer. That's the point of the solitude, not just to be alone so no one can access you. That's only a part of it. And that's only a part of it when you need it to be, when you need, you know, time specifically alone to recharge. But then we have the pleasure card. You know, honestly, I'm just seeing abundance coming towards you guys through this process, but it's very much so like, it's going to take some work. It doesn't feel too heavy though. Tapping into the energy of your spread, it doesn't feel heavy. It doesn't feel, you know, sad, depressing, hard. It doesn't feel that way at all. That's so funny. Okay, so we have purpose, grief, and abundance. I was just laughing because the purpose card came out. We were just talking about that. There's that. Let's start with purpose. At the bottom of this card, it says, I know what I am here to do. And if you don't, Libra, that's perfectly fine. Some people don't realize their life purpose until like literally later in life. And also, let me clarify this. Your life purpose is not always some grand thing the universe has for you that's a riddle that you have to figure out. You can pick what your life purpose is. My life purpose right now, you know, is whatever I create it to be. My life purpose includes helping people discover their life purpose. My life purpose includes helping people through their everyday problems through tarot, etc. That's, you know, me living in my life purpose right now. But, you know, this doesn't mean that this is something the universe picked for me. This is something that I chose for myself. So just know you can choose what your life purpose is. Whatever you do that helps other people, that brings you closer to the truth about, you know, yourself, the world, etc. Whatever it is that makes you feel whole is your life purpose, and your life purpose can also change. So if you felt like your life purpose at one point was to do a certain thing, it very well may be different now. And then we have grieve. I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it, is what it says at the bottom of this card. And this just reminds me of a terribly, terribly, terribly hard breakup that I went through. From a relationship that lasted, you know, a few years, and I experienced so much grief at the end of it. I experienced so much grief, but I had the opportunity to appreciate it, and it has nothing to do with appreciating that person, all to do with appreciating that moment in my life, what it served for me, and what it taught me. And Libra, you guys may have been, you know, going through a grief process. You may have experienced, I mean, the Ten of Swords definitely, a cycle completion can be very hard. So you guys may be in that grieving process. Depending where you are in the grief process, you may still have some time on your journey where you really need to just allow yourself to feel the feels. But for some of you, you're at the tail end of that grieving process, and the universe is kind of giving you a nudge right now, like, okay, what's next? What are we going to do next? Because we've, you know, completed this process, and unless you want to learn this again, let's hop on a new cycle. Let's hop on a new, you know, timeline and decide what we're going to learn this time, or what we're going to experience this time, what we're going to create, etc. I'm getting a big life purpose energy from your spread, Libra. It's definitely time to invest in self. And then we have the abundance card. I am a limitless being, and I can manifest whatever I desire in this physical reality, is what it says at the bottom of this card. Literally, that's what I was just talking about before, where it's like, you know, that purpose energy, that fairy spotting energy, where it's like when you can see someone else can do it, you know that you can do it as well. You can no longer deny that it can be done once you see someone else do it. And even if you take inspiration from Beyonce, and then maybe you look at a smaller star, you know, just to get some inspiration on a smaller scale, the smaller the better. You can work your way down, and then you can say, okay, you know what, I want to get to XYZ level, and then I want to get to this level, and then eventually, you know, you'll wake up and one day you'll be at Beyonce level. That could be the Beyonce of accounting. You could be the Beyonce of, you know, painting. Whatever your passion is, you know, it's just trying to you know, decide that for yourself and go for it. We can no longer wait anymore, Libra. So yeah, babe, that was your spread. DM my Instagram in the description below if you'd like a private tarot reading. You can literally ask whatever question you want, okay? Like this video, please subscribe to my channel, and comment below what video you want to see next. I love you, Libra. Be careful what you wish for, and I will see you in the next one.